जय श्रीराम. नमस्कार सगळ्यांना. मी स्नेहल केळकर, बृहन्महाराष्ट्र मंडळाच्या तत्वज्ञान मालिकेत आज तुम्हा सर्वांचं आजच्या सत्रात स्वागत करते. गेले काही आठवडे डॉक्टर चंद्रशेखर मायनील, उपाख्य शेखर दादा आपल्याला शरणागतीचं सायन्स बिहाइंड शरणागती किंवा शरणागतीचे विविध पैलू समजावून आजचा पण एक स्पेशल दिवस आहे. त्या सत्रातलं त्या लघुमालिकेतलं आजचं शेवटचं सत्र आहे. पण तसंच इक्वली इम्पोर्टंट शेखरदादा आज आपल्याला एका महत्त्वाच्या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर देणार आहेत. शरणागतीचं एक एक्झाम्पल सांगणार आहे आणि शरणागती कशी अचीव्ह करायची त्याच्याबद्दल थोडा लाईट शेड करणार आहेत. शेखरदादा, तुम्हाला माझा इथनं नमस्कार आणि तुम्हाला या व्हर्चुअल व्यासपीठावर तुमचं स्वागत. तुम्ही जेव्हाही रेडी असाल, तुम्ही
मी रेडी आहे
सेशन
आताच.
सुरू चालेल,
हो, हो.
मग तुम्ही सुरुवात
मी
करू
रेडी.
शकता.
हो, हो. मग एक गोष्ट करा, की माझं जे राइट साइडमध्ये जे स्क्रीन येत असते ना, माझं त्याला डिलीट म्हणजे डिसअपिअर करून द्या.
नाही, नाही येऊ देणार आज.
हो, बरं. ते मला नाही ते डिस्ट्रॅक्शन आहे फार. ओके. सो श्रीराम जय राम, जय जय राम. 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 जय जय राम, जय जय राम. बोलिए जय जय सीताराम महाराज की जय. ओम सहना भवतु, सहनो भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विना वधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Thank you very much, Vishali Tai, Snehal Tai, for this last session, I hope. Anyway, so today's session is basically coming from one question that somebody asked in the chat directly to me, and I was amazed. I said, that person gave me the title, actually what to talk about. So I'm so honored that at least I have that that problem solved. So what should I talk? What should I talk? I said, oh great, that is wonderful. That somebody gave me the title itself. So this was the question. The question was, it is well and good for Sri Hanumanji Maharaj, who is Jnani, Bhakta, and Karma Yogi, to surrender. and to attain Sharanagati. I am neither. How can I surrender and attain Sharanagati? What a beautiful question it is. It is meant for people like me. So say, how do you go about doing it? I mean, you give very exalted examples of everything great, but those are great people. What about me? So the answer is, first of all, let me bow down and touch your holy feet, virtually, of course, and for asking this wonderful question. The very fact that you say you are neither a jnani or a bhakta or a karmi yogi shows your utter humility, which is the most important requirement to Sharanagati. That I do not know, that I do not have what it takes, is a sign of total surrender, actually. You have already surrendered and you don't even know it. See, this is the beauty of that person's question is he has already surrendered, but he doesn't know. That is, that you have not done what it takes is already, it's already the ultimate sign who has surrendered. Now all they want to know is how does this surrender gradually become Sharanagati in the hands of the Lord, right? That's what it is. So that is the whole idea, is to create Shraddha, total trust, and Saburi, that is infinite patience. If you have gone to Sai Baba's temple, you will always see Shraddha and Saburi. Saburi is infinite patience. No matter what it takes, I'll wait. मैं राजी हूं, जब भी तुम्हारी इच्छा, हमें कुछ नहीं, हम मर भी जाए तो भी चलेगा, लेकिन हम I'll wait for infinite times. So I'll give you one very nice example which I heard in one of the in the Puranas. The Puranas, there is one story which says that there was a big, huge tree like this. Look at this tree; it's unbelievable. So millions, trillions leaves there. Now under this tree, there were two sadhus who were doing penance and dhyan for several years. So Bhagwan thought, why don't I send Naradji to test whether what is their mindset? So mindset is everything, right? So Bhagwan sends Naradji to find out. So the Naradji asks the person on the right over here. Let me give you. Person on the right here. I said, what do you think? What are you trying to achieve? He said, Bhagwan ka darshan ho jane do. If I can get darshan of Bhagwan, that's all I care about. So how long will it take? He said. He says, you know what? It will take almost the amount of years that this tree has. As many years, one tree, 1 year is one leaf. That many years it will take for you. And then he went in and asked this sadhu. He said, how many years it will take? So Naraji said, as many years as this the leaves have in this tree. And first of all, this sadhu, he quit. He said, come on, this is not fair. Uh, how long I have been waiting for a whole of my life, and you want me to do as many years? I am quitting. He went home. And this man, on the other hand, started jumping and enjoy and ecstasy. He says, is that it? I am ready. Oh my goodness. And you know what? That's the same moment Bhagwan came and gave him the darshan. So the idea is mindset. He said that the mindset is everything. The very fact that he was so happy that at least Naradji says, Bhagwan milenge na. At least I will get darshan of Bhagwan. So many leaves, big deal, no big deal. I'll wait as long as that whatever it takes. So that patience that he has and the shraddha that he had is what gave the darshan right that second. Whereas this person did not have the shraddha nor the patience. So he quit and he just went away. So this is the reason. Now, what are the symptoms of Sharanagati? The symptoms of characteristics of Sharanagati is as follows. अनुकूलस्य संकल्पः प्रतिकूलस्य वर्जनम् रक्षिष्यति इति विश्वासः गोपत्रत्वं वर्णम तथा आत्मनिक्षेप कार्पण्ये षड विद्या शरणागती. दिस इज फ्रॉम हरि भक्ती विलास, एक ग्रंथ आहे, त्याच्यातलं इथलं हे आहे. So what does it mean? And anukulasya sankalpa means entertaining only favorable thoughts, nothing else. Entertaining only favorable thought, favorable thoughts of कि भगवान मिलेंगे हमें. जैसे शबरीजीला होतं है. शबरीजीला शर्भंग ऋषीने सांगितलं होतं की शबरी यस्य राम, तो म्हणतो कि राम तो नहीं निकलता अपने से, हमें तो कोई क्या कौन है राम हमें मालूम नहीं. कहते नहीं, जो है वही आएंगे आपको, आप भगवान का बस स्मरण करते रहो, राम आएंगे आपके पास, राम आएंगे आपके पास. एंड दिस इज द ध्यास दैट शी हैड, राम आएंगे, राम आएंगे. एंड फ्रॉम 16-17 year old till the 88 year old, she was constantly chanting this राम आएंगे, Ram आएंगे. And that's exactly what happened. She did not do anything other than Ram आएंगे. And anukulasya sankalpa, pratikulasya varjanam, renouncing unfavorable thought. That's also equally important. To have favorable thoughts is not good enough. Only that is not good enough. But to avoid the or renounce the or discard the unfavorable thoughts also is very, very important. Third one is rakshisyati iti vishwasaha. Having the firm faith that God will protect me, no matter what. No, howsoever much difficulties it might come, it does not matter. God will come and protect me. This is the Goptritva Varanam. Goptritva Varanam means actually seeking refuge in the Lord. Seeking refuge means going out there and saying, Lord, please take care of, please help me. I am really, really, really in trouble and I want your help and I do not have anything other than you. Seeking refuge in the Lord. Atma Nikshep, submitting oneself completely at the mercy of the Lord. 100% complete. No other person other than the Lord. There was one episode in Bhagavad Puranam, and that says that Krishna ji was sitting having dinner with Rukmini ji, and suddenly while having dinner, Krishna immediately got up and started to run towards the door. And after he went running out the door, and immediately he stopped and came back, and he sat down again and have dinner. So Rukmini ji asked him, "What happened, Swami? What happened? You ran so fast. Instantly, you just right like lightning. You went right out the door. Then you come back with very sad face. What is that?" He said, "There was one devotee who was being hurt by other people, and he was being tortured and all that. Till that time, he was crying for my name. He was crying, Lord, help me." And the moment I heard, I immediately went there. But then by the time I saw him picking up a stone and trying to hit at that person, that's it. Once he has taken up the stone, then he doesn't need me anymore. Submitting oneself completely at the mercy of the Lord. This is the toughest one. And expressing one's total helplessness, another tough one. So these two tough ones are the real one. Baki to teen char to heech sakte aadmi. You can understand it. But this fifth and sixth is not easy. So anyway, so what I am going to share with you is how this whole sequence happened in Vibhishan, who was Ravan's brother. How many people know Vibhishan? Vibhishan was a younger brother of Ravan, and he was a Hari Bhakta actually, very, very devout person. So all he cared was Hari Bhakti, and he was yearning for the Lord's name, or yearning for his Lord's darshan somewhere, somehow, I don't know how, but he was constantly doing. Whereas Ravan was an evil person. So he was allowing his brother to do whatever he cares. He does, as long as it doesn't interfere in his business. It was okay with him. So that was Ravan, right? He would not care about whatever he is doing. He continued to do his thing. Now Sita ji was abducted by Ravan, and yet Vibhishan, who was who was devoted to the Lord Ram, he constantly kept on praying, but he did not do anything to stop Ravan from doing the bad things. He says, I'm not, whatever he does it. I don't care. So that type of thing. So Hanumanji was sent to Lanka to find out whereabouts of Sitaji. And while he was looking for to Sitaji in a massacre samana roop kapidhari lankahe firi sumire narahari. Means Hanumanji was made a very small mosquito size of himself, and he was trying to scour the entire Lanka as to find out where Sitaji could be. And in the meantime, when he was looking at various houses and things like that, which mandir Sitaji must be, and so this is the one of the things that Hanumanji saw. What he saw, so भवन एक पुनि दीख सुहावा हरि मंदिर तहा भिन्न भवन एक पुनि दीख सुहावा हरि मंदिर तह भिन्न बनावा रामायुध अंकित गृह शोभा बरनी न जाई नव तुलसी का वृंदतः देख हर्षि कपिराई लंका निशिचर निकर निवासा यहाँ कहाँ सज्जन कर बासा मन महु तरक करे कपिलागा ते ही समय विभीषण जागा राम राम ते ही सुमिरन कीन्हा हर्ष हृदय हर्ष कपि सज्जन चीन्हा एहि सनहठी करियहु पहचानी साधु ते होई न कारज हानि. Aha, beautiful. When Hanumanji was looking around, he saw one bhavan which was just like Hari Mandir Taha Bhinna Banawa. It was a very different looking kind of a temple like house. रामायुध अंकित गृह शोभा बरनी Ramayud, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, these are all things, the Ayudha of Vishnu was decorated in the outside the house, and then there was a Tulsi ka paudha. Ah, beautiful. Tulsi small plant was already sitting outside the house, and that gave him a. Hanumanji says, Lanka Nisichara Nikar Nivasa, this is the land of Rakshas. How is it that this one Sajjan is sitting here? Now, Hanumanji does not know where is Sitaji. Hanumanji does not even know how Sitaji looks like. Now, in the enemy territory, he has to find somebody who can help him. And he found one, Sajjan, means very nice person. Man maho tarak karay kapilaga tehi samay bibhishan jaga. He was sitting, I said, he was thinking, what could be this person? Is he the Vishnu Bhakta or Ram Bhakta? What is that? And then at the same moment, around Brahma Muhurta, or 3 or 3:30 or so, Vibhishan got up and he started saying Ram Ram, Jai Jai Sita Ram. That type of a chanting he did. Vishnu Bhakta. So he said Ram Ram Sumiran Kina Hridaya Harash Kapi Sajjana China. You see what Hanumanji became so delighted that he at least he know that this Sajjan is, I know he is Sajjan only. Not like it is not a Sajjan Bhas. It is not a fraud person. He is a real genuine Sajjan. How does he know that he is genuine Sajjan? Because he said Ram Nam. The moment anybody says the name of God in the first thing in the morning, by default, which means this is how he slept. That was the last thought when he was sleeping, which means that Ram Ram was going on all night. The sadhana, he was a real sadhana. You can make the 8 hours or 6 hours, 7 hours of your night sleep time into sadhana time by by doing the right thing at the right towards the last. If you say Hanuman Chalisa at the end, or you say Ram Nam at the end of just before falling to sleep, you will get to say the same Ram Nam again in the morning with the whole night that was going on. That's why Hanumanji said, I should make him friend. विप्र रूप धरि बचन सुनाए, सुनत विभीषण उठित आए, करि प्रणाम पूछे कुशलाए, विप्र कहो नित निज कथा बुझाई, कि तुम हरिदासन मह कोई, मोरे हृदय प्रीति अति होई, कि तुम राम दीन अनुरागी, आयहु मोहि करन बड़ भागी. Wow, beautiful. विप्र रूप धरि बचन सुनाए, सुनत विभीषण उठता है. Then Hanumanji became a Vipra form, Brahmin form with Janev and everything. Of course, he always used to wear Janev. So not the monkey form, just the Brahmin form he came in. And he came to, and he also said, Sunata Vibhishana Uttata. I mean, he definitely must have said Ram Ram. So Sunata Vibhishana Uttata hai. Kari pranama puchhe kushlai. How are you? Unko pranam kiya, Jai Jai Sita Ram. And then he said, Vipra Roop Nij Katha Bujhai. Aap batao, kya hai? What is your, who are you, and what for you have come here? Ki tum Haridasan maha koi. Are you Haridas means the servant of the Lord, or the sevak of the Lord, or is it, what is that? Who are you? More hriday preet ati hoi. I am feeling so delighted from within. My heart is bubbling with joy. The very fact that I am seeing you makes me feel very joyful. This is a very good quality to understand. If you have in a business transaction or any particular project you're doing and you want a partnership or something, this is the first sign you have to know whether that person is a good person or not. If you interaction with him makes you feel happy within, by default, not by force, by internal default level, you feel happy about it, that is the right person to be a partner. कि तुम हरिदासन में कोई मोरे हृदय प्रीत आती हुई. He is feeling so joyful. Now what is happening? Hanumanji is also already chanting the name of the Lord all the time, 24 hours. And obviously the entire system, his entire physiological system is bathing with most beautiful hormones, oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, and all the good feeling good hormones and all the joyful hormones that are present in anybody. And that hormones have the signaling mechanism by almost like pheromone type of like without even 1 part per million can be sensed by another person who is almost at the same frequency. That's the beautiful. कि तुम हरि कि तुम राम दीन अनुरागी, आयो मोहि करण भड़भागी. Means Ram deen anuragi, you must be definitely Ram bhakt only, and you have come to do me a favor. Karan mohi bhagi. तब हनुमंत कहा सब राम कथा निज नाम, सुनत जुगल तन पुलक मन, मगन सुमिर गुण ग्राम. Means then Hanumanji told him, Hanumanji never tells his name first. He says Ram Katha, and because of that Ram Katha, that is his parichay. That's how he introduces it. तब हनुमंत कही सब राम कथा निज नाम. First Ram Katha, then he told him that he is Hanuman. Sunat jugal tan pulak mana magana sumir gun ram. Means then obviously he must have told how he met Ram ji and how despicable monkey he was and how he made him uh, he how I surrendered to him. I was nobody and he made me somebody. Then Vibhishan said, Suna सुनाहु पवन सुत रहनी हमारी, जिन दसन हो महु जीव बिचारी. Means, सुनो पवन सुत, how do I live here in this Lanka is just like the tongue lives within the 32 teeth. Any mistake, small mistake, and that's it, done. So Hanumanji, then Vibhishan continued, तात कबहो मोहि जाने अनाथा, करी है कृपा भानुकुल नाथा। तात कबहु मोहि जानी अनाथा, करी है कृपा भानुकुल नाथा। तामस तनु कछु साधन नाही, प्रीति न पद सरोज मन माही। अब मोहि भरोस हनुमंता, बिनु हरि कृपा मिलहि नहीं संता। जो रघुबीर अनुग्रह कीना, तो तुम मोहि दरस हठ दीना। हे तात मीन्स, हे हनुमान जी, कहो मोहि जानिया नाथा। When will the Lord, thinking that I am Anath, will do kripa? You know very well, I am as Anath as the tongue within the teeth, 32 teeth. Any mistake and I am finished. Will your Lord, who has done you such favor, will ever be do kripa to me ever? This is exactly the same question that this gentleman has asked. I don't know anything. When will Lord do kripa on me? तामस तन कछु साधन नाही, प्रीति न पद सरोज मन में। आई एम अ तामसी बाय नेचर, और साधन तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है। आई डोंट नो एनी साधन, न प्रीति भी नहीं आती, साधन भी नहीं आता, प्रीति भी नहीं, प्रेम भी नहीं है प्रभु के चरणों में, और प्रीति न पद सरोज मन में मीन्स आई डोंट इवन नो हाउ टू थिंक राइट ऑल्सो। अब मोहे भा भरोस हनुमंता, बिनु हरि कृपा मिलहि नहीं संता। Now I am 100% convinced, Hanuman ji, without the grace of the Lord, Sant cannot be, you cannot meet a saint without his grace. Now I am 100% convinced, बिनु हरि कृपा मिले ही नहीं संता। जो रघुवीर अनुग्रह कीन्हा, तो तुम मोहि हरत दरस हठ दीना। क्योंकि हनुमान रघुवीर ने, रामचंद्र जी ने अनुग्रह, अनुग्रह मीन्स ग्रेस par excellence, fierce grace, anugrah. Anugrah is beyond kripa. Kripa for no apparent reason is anugrah. जो रघुवीर अनुग्रह कीन्हा, तो तुम मोहि दरस हठ दिन। By force you came in my house. I did not even invite you. You came, which means हनुमान जी, रघुवीर का अनुग्रह हो गया है अब। बिनु हरि कृपा मिले ही नहीं संता। There is no way you will have come to my house without his grace. Aha, beautiful. See, this is constantly thinking about the Lord. Remember that what I told you that time? Anukulasya sankalpa. Anukulasya sankalpa. Favorable thought. He was constantly thinking favorable thoughts about. Even though Vibhishanji was doing so much sadhana, he always felt that he is doing very little. Always felt doing. This is a sign of a person. This gentleman who has asked me, I should not tell his name, but I am telling you, he is all the way up ahead of most of us, because he said, I don't know how to do sadhana. Even though Vibhishanji was doing so much sadhana, he always felt that he is doing very little. He was doing very little, and this is a sign. This is a sign of humility. Hanuman ji then replied, Sunaho Vibhishan Prabhu, Sunaho Vibhishan Prabhu ke रीति, करई सदा सेवक पर प्रीति। कवन कहु कवन मैं परम कुलीना, कपि चंचल सब ही विधिहीना। प्रात ले जो नाम हमारा, ते ही दिन ताही न मिले आहारा। असमय अधम सखा सुनो, मोहि पर रघुवीर, कीन कृपा सुमिरे गुण, बरे विलोचन। सुनो विभीषण, ये प्रभु की रीति है, सेवक पर सदैव प्रीति रखते हो। You look at me. Am I Kulin? No. I am monkey. Chanchal sabhi vidhina. My mind is as fickle as anybody's. The thought is less fickle. I am more fickle than the thought also. प्रात ले जो नाम हमारा, Hanumanji says, anybody who says, looks at me even once, he will not get food that day. That type of adama. Raghuveer did kripa to me also. And saying this, Hanumanji started to cry. जानतहु अस स्वामी बिसारी बिसरे फिर रहित काय न होई दुखारी ए विधि कहत राम गुण गामा पावा अनिर्वाच्य विश्राम. If you tell me, Vibhishan, if you forget such a Swami who has done everything for you without you doing anything, and still you are roaming around looking for, why won't you be unhappy? You will be unhappy. This is how the satsang went there till morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and both of them found Anirvachya Vishram. They were so blissed out. We may forget the Lord, Hanumanji says, but he never forgets us. Bhagwan's grace is on everyone equally all the time, but we do not have the vision to see it. See, an ordinary man waits for Bhagwan's grace, right? But a devotee such as sees his grace in everything. Even in the greatest of the difficulty, he sees his grace alone, nothing else. Look at me, my monkey, as a monkey, a fickle-minded. Hanumanji's eyes were filled with tears of love and gratitude as he remembered the Lord's fierce grace on him. He was constantly wanting to do some seva for the Lord and he was not getting it. And all he was getting seva was to do Sugriv seva, who was running around everywhere trying to figure out how to live life. And Hanumanji was serving him only. But he says, is that my life? How many people have felt that? That you are doing your work in that workplace and doing everything possible and you are fired next day. And I don't know, is this my life? Is this what I am supposed to be doing for? And you go and look for another job, they're also the same situation. And you feel frustrated all through. This is what Hanumanji's condition. You are serving a loser. That was Hanumanji's prarabdha. Can you believe the amount of suffering, mental torture Hanumanji must have gone? And all he want to do is serve the Lord. And who is serving? He is serving Sugriv, who's a loser, who's fighting, who's running around everywhere, everything. This was his situation. How can people be so ungrateful and forget such a Lord? That was Hanumanji's confidence giving to him. पुनि सब कथा विभीषण कही जेहि विधि जनक सुता तह रही तब हनुमंत कहा सुन भ्राता देखे चहो जानकी माता. Then he is told why the reason he has come was to see the whereabouts of Janaki Mata, means Sita ji. Jugati Vibhishan Sakala Sunai Chalev Pavan Sutta Vidakre. With that confidence that he has generated now, Sugriv, that even the most despicable of the creatures, monkey, who is fickle-minded, who has no knowledge, nothing, Hanumanji ever told, made him feel inferior. He did not tell Sugriv, look, I am a bhakta, I am a devotee, I am a jnani, I am a karma yogi, I am everything. That's why I got kripa. He didn't say that. He said, I am no good. I have nothing going for me. Yet Hanumanji said that I was graced by bathed by his grace only. Then please tell me where. So that confidence gave him a process to tell him that, okay, you have come here to get, at least he will do some favor to the Lord by giving Sitaji's whereabouts, right? So, Jugati Vibhishana Sakala Sunai Chale Pavansud Vidakrai. Now he told him the protocol as to how to find Sitaji. And he said, this is the place where Ravan has kept Sita ji, so you go there and you will meet her. Chale pavan suta vida kare. Sri Hanumanji gave Vibhishan enough confidence to start doing something as per the anukulasya sankalpaha. As per the anukula sankalpa, there has to be, you have to do something. Not just thinking right is not good enough. You have to do something, little bit, right? That is the anukulasya sankalpa. So that's what he gave. Anukulasya sankalpa without following up with anukul action is as good as having pratikul sankalpa. So we might think all the time thinking about when will the Lord give darshan and how will I will be ever liberated, but we don't sit down, even do one mala of Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Jai. You don't do that. How will the anukula, you have destroyed the very pratikula sankalpa. Is as good as having pratikula sankalpa. Anukula sankalpa is destroyed by no action. So, or people like to say, okay, I like to do this, but they are afraid to do, and they want to know all the answers before doing it. Nothing, nothing will happen. So, it as good as anukul, action is as good as pratikul action without following up with that. So, that was the essential need, the essential thing. Without anukul action, it is become pratikul only sankalpa. Anukul sankalpa become pratikul sankalpa without action. Now, second thing is how Hanumanji this confidence got him to do pratikula varjanam. That is also important. Renouncing the unfavorable thoughts and action. Now, how Vibhishan does that is going to be discussed now. Vibhishan is now finding courage to speak up for righteousness. Earlier, what was happening? He would not speak up for righteousness. He says, Ravan apna kar raha hai, karne do unko, whatever, I don't care. No. That is actually when you say I don't care, when when loss of a nation or loss of anything good is because of the bad people, because the good people do not stand up for righteousness. This is the thing. Anything great can be destroyed by right people not standing up for the righteousness. This is a very important lesson to be learned. Vibhishan now finds, because of Hanumanji's confidence, he finds the courage to speak up for righteousness. And because he had the satsang with Hanumanji, his faith and trust in God was slightly. So the satsang, the right kind of interacting with right kind of people is essential for you to speak up for righteousness. Prathama Bhagati Santan Karasanga, Dusre Riyati Mama Katha Prasanga. That is Shabriji's bhakti, Navada bhakti. That is another beautiful thing in Ramcharitmanas. So now what is happening, I'll tell you. What happened was, when Hanumanji had burnt Lanka and he went back to Bharat and met Ramchandraji and all that. So at that time, somebody told that, oh, the entire, all the people, all the army assembled by Lord Ram is now standing at the banks of the ocean, at the shore of the ocean. Now, so somebody said, what should we do to Ravan? Ravan said, and Ravan asked everybody, tell me what should I do? All these people, you know what, those people who are just bootleggers mean chaplus. They say, Are Ravan, kya aapko koi tension lene ka? You monkeys have come here. Human monkeys, we'll eat them all. What the hell? You don't need to worry. You just enjoy. Dance, music, chal raha hai, chalne do usko. Don't worry. Everything is fantastic. He likes those. Ravan loves people, bootleggers, or who are chaplus. They love it. All Ravan type of mentality people love bootleggers only. But now, Vibhishan says, Sunat nisachar maran dhave sachir sahit Vibhishan aaye. So, what happened when the monkey, when Hanumanji had destroyed the Ashok Vatika and all that? I backtrack a little bit. I went a little forward in the discussion, backtracking it. Hanumanji is caught by Meghnad, and he brought inside Lanka's Ravan's court, and everybody wanted to beat him. Sunat Nisachar Maran Dhave Sachin Sahit Vibhishan aaye. At that time, Ravan has ordered that you should just kill that monkey and destroy him, because he destroyed my most favorite garden, Ashok one. He had destroyed it. So let him kill him. So what happened? Vibhishan immediately heard that there is a commotion in the court, and must be Ravan. People have caught Hanumanji. So he came. Sachit Sahit Vibhishan aaye. Na, Nai sir kai vinay bahuta, niti virodha na mare duta. He says, no, 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 Ravan, don't do that. It is a niti against the niti to kill a duta or messenger. It is not a good idea. This is against niti. कोई दूसरा दंड दे, give him some other punishment rather than killing him. So then he said, इसी तरह से उसकी पूछ को आग लगा दो, and they will say, okay, सबकी उसकी सब monkeys biggest favorite body part is his tail. So let's put oil and cotton and all the fuel and burn him. That way, you know what will happen? पूछ ही न वानर तहीं जाई, tab sat nijit nathai lai ahi. He says that when the monkey without the tail goes to his master, he will bring the master right here. And let me see how he does that. जिन कहे कि इनसे बहुत बड़ाई देखे हूं मैं तिनके पर बुताई, मीन्स ये तो बहुत अपना अपना मास्टर की दादागिरी दिखा रहा था कि हमारा मास्टर ऐसे है, अंदिस ऐसे है, ये तो 14 भुवन एक पति होई, भूत देव त्रिष्टय धुई सोई. I mean, all that big thing he has talked about Ram, Sri Ram. Let me see what kind of master he is, and so let's burn him and burn his tail and let him leave him alone. So this is how he went. Now, so this is the first instance when Bibhishan spoke up. He says, don't kill him. Otherwise, earlier what used to happen was lot of devatas and lot of other people used to be there and he used to humiliate them, do all kind of bad things to them, and Vibhishan would not speak a word. He says, do whatever you want. That was, but today he's different. When Ravan asked Vibhishan ji, what does he think, what he should do now? And this is the second instance I am telling you. When Ravan asked Vibhishan, what should he do? So Vibhishan said, what he should do means when the all the army is assembled there, and the other ministers told him, advisors told him, don't worry about it, and we'll eat those monkeys, and monkeys is our food, so we'll eat them, we'll roast them and eat all of them. So don't worry about it. You have fun. You just enjoy dance and music, everything. So Vibhishan says that time, earlier Vibhishan would have said, Master, whatever you think is right is okay with me. That's what he will say. Now today is different. After Hanumanji's satsang, this is totally different. जो कृपालु पूछहि मोहि बाता, मति अनुरूप कहु हित ताता. जो आपन चाहे कल्याणा, सुजस सुमति शुभ गति सुख नाना. जो पर नारी लीलार गोसाई, तजउ चौथ के चंद की नाई. 14 भुवन एक पति होई, भूत द्रोह तिष्ठई नहीं सोई. गुण सागर नागर नर जो, अलप लोभ भल कहु न को. काम क्रोध मद लोभ सब, नाथ नरक के पंथ. सब परिहरि रघुबरी, भजऊ भजहि जय संत. What he said, Jo Krupala, dear brother, you have done a great kripa on me by asking me what should I do. I'll tell you what I feel is the right thing to do. What I think is right, I will tell you, right? So if you want to have your kalyan, means good for yourself, and sujas means suyash, sumati, sundarmati, subha, everything good, shubha gati, sukh nana, and all kind of pleasure and happiness. If you want all of this, so par nare lilar gosai, never, ever see at other people's wife as your uh, um, object of pleasure. That is the worst thing you can do. Chauda bhuvan ek pati bhoot. You know whose wife you are looking at? That person who is Chauda bhuvan ek pati hoi. He is the Lord of 14 universes. His wife you are messing around with. Nobody in the world, nobody in the universe will ever protect you. भूत दोय तिष्ठै नहीं सोई, गुण सागर नागर न जोय, अलप लोभ भल कही न को. No respect for you, absolutely no respect for you. If you mess around with, please return that wife, his wife, respectfully. काम क्रोध मद लोभ न सब नाथ नरक के पंथ, सब परिहर रघुवीर भज. These are the काम क्रोध मद लोभ. This is all the doorways to heaven, to hell, right? That's why it is very essential for you to do the bhakti of bhajahu Raghuvir, bhajai jai sat. Then this is what I will tell you. As me, uh, whichever mati anurup, whatever my buddhi is telling you to do, this is what I will tell you. And this is the third instance when Hanuman, Vibhishan pleads Ravan. Sumati kumati sabke ur rahi, nath purana nigam as kahi. जहां सुमति तहां संपत्ति नाना, जहां कुमति तहां विपत्ति निदाना. तव उर कुमति बसी विपरीता, हित अनहित मानहो रिपुप्रीता. मीन्स सुमति कुमति सबके उर में है. Everybody has good and bad thoughts in their being. You see, everybody has it. नाथ पुराण निगम अस कहि. Puran and all the Ved and Shastra saying the same thing, that Kumati Sumati sabke ure. Jaha Sumati taha sampatti nana. Wherever there is Sumati means Sundarmati, means Sundar thoughts. Waha sampatti nana, means wealth and prosperity prevails there. Jaha Kumati taha vipatti nidana. Vipatti means absolute despicable situation happens there. Wherever the Kumati means bad thoughts. Tav ura kumati basir viparita. In your heart, the kumati is sitting. That's why it is all bad. Everything is going to be bad. Hit anhit manho ripuprita. You do not understand what is the right thing and wrong thing for you, and you do not even understand who is your friend and who is your enemy. So this is what he is saying. सुनत दसानन उठारी साई, खल तो ही निकट मृत्यु अब आई. जियहि सदा सठ मोर जियावा, रिपु पर पच्छ मूढ़ तुहि भावा. कह सन खल अस को जग माही, भुज बल जाहि जीता मैं नाही. मम पुर बसी तपसिन पर प्रीति, सठ मिलु जाई तिनहु कहु नीति. अस कहि कीनसी चरण प्रहारा, अनुज गए पद बारहि बारा. Sunata Dasanana Uthari Sai. The moment he's heard this, Are, what, you're giving me the Gyan? Come on, I'm the Maha Gyani, Maha Pandit of the universe, and you're giving me Gyan that Tav Ur Kumati Basi Viparita, Ahit Anahit Manav Ripuprita. What nonsense you're talking? He got up and he gave him and he said, I feed you, and you are turning against me and you giving me gyan on top of it, and you asking me to return the wife to Ram. Are you kidding me? Then he said, "As kai kinisi charan prahara." He got up and kicked him big. He tumbled over and over and over, and still he would Anuj gahe padi bara. Vibhishan, despite all being hit, he kept bowing at his feet, kept bowing. The more he bowed, the more he got kicked. So this was the situation for him. So now the third and the fourth one simultaneously, Rakshisyati iti Vishwasa. Having firm faith and total trust that God will protect. Now, with once he was kicked out, he did not go to the bar and got drunk. I said, my brother has kicked me. He's too rough, and I don't know what to do with my life now. Nothing. I lost my all I did was, he went and go and commiserate with other stupid people in Lanka, and he said, listen, did you see Ravan kicked me? And then the fellow said, oh, come on, don't worry, have a drink and you can get drunk and you'll forget about everything and tomorrow morning again go back. So he instead of doing that, he said, no, I am going to the Lord now. Having firm faith because of what? Satsang. Hanumanji gave the satsang, and that got him the faith and total trust that Lord will protect me. Rakshisyati iti vishwasaha. And Goptritva Varnam, seeking refuge in the Lord. That is what he did. That is the difference that in normal people and the devotee. See, if we are constantly thinking about the Lord all the time, the Lord will send somebody like Hanumanji in your life who will guide you one step at a time and not even take the credit. He gives you the credit to do whatever that you're doing. It's beautiful. राम सत्य संकल्प प्रभु सभा काल बस तोरी मैं रघुबीर सन अब जाओ देव जनिको. He this is the last sentence he spoke when leaving Ravan. Rama Satya Sankalp. Satya Sankalp. What is Satya Sankalp? Hanuman ji is told na, that प्रभु की रीति है ये. This is कि सेवक पर प्रीति करते हैं, ये रीति है प्रभु की. So Rama Satya Sankalp, that he remembered. Hanuman ji is telling, Rama Satya Sankalp Prabhu Sabha Kal Bastori. Now your Rama Satya Sankalp hai. What Satya Sankalp? That he does Sevak par Preeti. That I am leaving now. Your Sabha is your kingdom is going to be Kalbas now. It will be destroyed forever now. Because you have done a very wrong thing as per the scripture, as per the Puran and Nigam, everything, you have done a biggest sacrilegious blunder in your life. Egregious blunder. You cannot be pardoned anymore. मैं रघुवीर सनब जाओ देहु जनि खोर. Means, what is happening here? Seeking refuge in the Lord. Satya Sankalpa, having faith, total faith. This is the first sentence is number 3, and the second doha, second half of doha is Goptritva Svaranam. मैं रघुवीर शरण अब जाओ देहु जनि खोरी. Means I am going now. Now I am done. And he was so happy going there. Chale harash raghunayak. He was ecstatic. Now he's thinking about the Lord all the time, non-stop. चले हरषि रघुनायक पाही करत मनोरथ बहु मन माही देखे उजाई चरण जल जाता अरुण मृदुल सेवक सुख दाता जे पद पर सितरी ऋषि नारी दंडक कानन पावनकारी जे पद जनक सुता उरलाई कपट कुरंग संग धर जाय हर उर सरोज पद जेहि अहो भाग्य मैं देखी तेहि जिन पायनि के पादुकनि भरत रहे मन लाई ते पद आज बिलो कई इन नयनन सब अब जाए एहि विधि करत सप्रेम विचारा आयो sapadi sindhu ehi para. What happened now? When he is going there, he is in total ecstasy of the fact that he is going to see the Lord. Which Lord? That Lord who has been, who's just the dust of his feet has liberated Rishi Nari, Gautam Rishi, right? Ahilya, and whose Janak Sutta, whose feet Sita ji keeps in her heart. The image of that feet, the memory of that feet, the vision of that feet, Sita ji keeps in her heart all the time. And that particular feet who has made the Dandak one, the Aranya Dandak one as the most beautiful Pavan place of the world. Jin paane padukani bharat liye man laye. Oh, har, then he says that I am going to see that. अहो भाग्य मैं देखी होते I'll be अहो भाग्य means infinite gratitude. He is experiencing infinite gratitude that I will see that feet. Now I am going to see that. ते पद आज बिलो कहीं इन नयनने अब जाइस. This नेत्र, this eyes will see that now. ए विधि करत सप्रेम विचारा आयु सपद सिंधु गए पार. He does not even know how he crossed the ocean. He crossed the ocean without even knowing that and just thinking itself got him out of the ocean. This is beautiful. कपिन है विभीषण आवत देखा जाने हो जाना कोई रिपु दूत विशेखा तरी तही रखी कपि पही आए समाचार सब तही सुनाए. Means what happened after Vibhishan came to this site, he saw all the monkeys saw that there is somebody coming from Ravan side, and he said कोई दूत है उसका. तो सुग्रीव said कहा सुग्रीव सुनो रघुराई आवा मिलन दसानन भाई. You know, Sugri was almost always in fear and panic stricken person. So he said, you know what, there is Ava Milan Dasanan Bhai, you know, there is a Rakshas, Dasanan Bhai means Ravan brother has come here. Prabhu, don't get into this thing that इसको बांध कर रख लो किसी तरह से. भेद हमार ले न सट आवा राखी बांध मोई असभाव. Means he said, it is just bring him and close him and tie him up with and so that he does not go anywhere. सखा राम श्री राम से सखा नीत तुम नीक विचारी मम पन शरणागत भयारी. सुनि प्रभु बचन हर्ष हनुमाना शरणागत बच्छर भगवाना. हा. Sakha, he says, Ramchandra ji says, Sakha, Sugriv, you said a niti was very nice, but मेरा कुछ अलग है. मेरा प्रण है शरणागत की रक्षा करना. My goal is to do the one who is surrendered to me, I will help him. There is no doubt about that. Suni Bachana Harash Hanuman. Hanuman ji is standing there. He said, ah, Sharnagat Bachal. Now, Sharnagat Bachal Bhagwana. Tulsidas ji, why did he write Bachal Bhagwana? Bachal means just like Bachada, the small calf of a cow, when he is born, very small, can't even stand. He is just like, he's slimy and all that stuff. And mother cow, what she does is, she licks him and makes him strong. And the licking is the only way she can show love to that calf, right? That's the way of animal love, is by licking. They show love by licking. And that's Sarnagat Bachal Bhagwan. Just like that calf is helpless and absolutely uh, deen and heen, and Bhagwan takes care of that. So Hanumanji was so happy. शरणागत कहते तजही निज अनहित अनुमान ते नर पावर पापमय तिन्हि बिलोक ध्यानी. Sharnagat, if you discard a Sharnagat person, if you don't let him come to you and with folded hands and embrace him, if you don't do that, it is as bad as having papam. It is if those people who don't do that, to look at them also is pap. So that is whether he is coming to do harm to you or to do good to you, it doesn't matter. If you are discarding him, you are worthless person. You should not be looking. Nobody should be looking at you. That is what he said. Sri Ram continues, कोटि विप्र बद लागई जाऊं, आए शरण तजय नहीं ताहू। सन्मुख होय जीव मोहि जबहि, जन्म कोटि अगनासई तवि। पाप पंत वंत कर सहज स्वभाव, भजन मोहि तहि भाव न काहू। जो पै दुष्ट होय, दुष्ट हृदय सो होई, मोरे सन्मुख आवई कोई। निर्मल मन जन सो मोहि पावा, मोहि कपट छल छिद्र न भावा। भेद लेन पठवा दस सीसा, तभौ न कछु भय हानि कपीसा। जग मोह सखा निश्चाचर जेते, लक्ष्मण हनहि निमिष बहु तेते। What he said, जो सभित आवा सरनाई, राखे ताहि प्राण की नाई. The way the one who is surrendered to me, I keep him as if I am keeping my own life. Koti vipra vadalagi. Anybody who has done murder of 100 vipra means realized masters, hundreds of them. Koti means several hundreds. I saran tajai nahi tha. Even that person who comes to me, I will not let him go. I will say, I'll embrace him. सन्मुख होए जीव मोहि जबहि, जन्म कोटि अघ नासहि तबहि. Means the moment somebody comes in front of me, janma koti agana means the papa of the bad deeds of the koti janma will be destroyed in seconds. This is what but somebody asked me, well, what about if your plan is like that? Anybody who can kill millions of people, all terrorists can go and come to you? No, no, no. बोलते हैं जो पय दुष्ट हृदय सोई, मोरे सन्मुख आव की सोई. Anybody who is a dushta cannot even come close to me. This is the beauty of it. Nirmal man jan so mohi pava, mohi kapat chhala chidra na bhava. Nirmal man, the one who has a clean mind, jan so mohi pava, mohi kapat chhala chidra na bhava. जिसमें kapat chhala or chidra means trying to see defect in anybody. I do not, they don't even come close to me. Bhedalen Patwa Dasisisa, if he, even if Ravan has sent him as a spy to take the whereabouts of what we are trying to do, don't worry, Lakshmanji can handle them one-handedly. So you don't worry about them. If somebody has come for after surrender, if he has surrendered, I'll keep him just like I keep my pran. Hanumanji said, then Hanumanji and Angad were had brought Vibhishan to Sri Ram. Nayan neer pulkit atigata, man dhari dheer kahe mridu bata. Nath dasanan karma bhrata, nisichara bans janam surutrata. Sahaja papa priya tamas deha, yatha uluku tamparnya. Exactly the same thing Hanumanji had told him how to approach. He said that. Nayan neer pulkit atigata. He was crying. And his entire he saw that which he has been praying for generations, and he's seeing it. Mana dhari dhire kaho mridu bata. He could see it. He said, Nath, I am the Ravan's brother. He didn't say he didn't give the parichaya as Vibhishan. I am Ravan's brother. You know what? Who Ravan is? Ravan is the one who stole your wife. That fellow's brother I am. Nisichara bans janama suratrata. Means I am born in the very despicable Nishchar, devil's den, right? Sahaja Papa Priya Tamas. Just for the hell of it, I am Tamas. I am Papa Priya. Means every time whatever I do is only Pap only. Only bad thing. Just like Ullu, the owl, owl loves night. The same way I am Nisachar also. Tam Parneha. All dark elements I love. This is what I am. But then Hanumanji said, Ramchandra must have said, then who brought you here? Then how do I know that? He said, Shravan Sujasa Suna Ayaho, Prabhu Bhanjana Bhavir, Trahi Trahi Arate Harana Sarana Sukhadravir. Then who brought you here? How did you come here? See, if you have not done any sadhana, you have not done anything, you are not a bhakta also, you are not a devotee, you have nobody, right? How on earth did you come? I have heard your sujasa. Sravana sujasa suna aihu prabhu bhanjana bhavabhir. That you are a bhav bhanjan. Bhav bhanjan means the ocean of bhava, means the ocean of becoming. You are the one who will destroy that, dry that ocean. This is what I heard. Now now it is up to you to prove yourself right now. Try arat haran saran sukadagvi. Means raksha karo Prabhu. And he fell prostrate on the ground. As kahi karat dandavat dekha, turat uthe Prabhu harash abhishekha. Deen bachan suni Prabhu man bhava, bhuj visala gahi hridaya lagava. When we speak sweet words of helplessness and surrender, we invoke Lord's grace and compassion, which is actually Sharanagati. So this is what Nikshep and Karpanya. Nikshep is submitting oneself completely at the mercy of the Lord. Shravana Sujas Suna Aihu Prabhu Bhanjana Bhavgir. And then Karpanya, expressing one's total helplessness. Trahi arati harana saran sukhadaravi. Number 5 is the first line and the number 6 is the second line. And as kahi dandavat dekha, Prabhu turant ut gaye and he embraced him, and he looked at that time he must have looked at Sugriv. I said, Sugriv, you said you should tie him up. I said, yes, and not him, let him go. Exactly, that's what I will do. I will use my Vishal Bahu, the hands, big hands, to embrace him, and I'll never let him go anymore. Hriday lagawa. Puja Visala gahi Hriday lagawa. Oh, beautiful. This is Sharanagati. This is the line, this particular line is Sharanagati. Till here it is all Samarpan. Bhuja Visala gahi Hriday lagawa. Aha. What beautiful. How much bliss he must be feeling that Prabhu, ab humko mat dur bhegna kabhi bhi. Don't send me anywhere else. I am with you all the time. I'll stay with you all the time. The creeper clings to the tree. A cloud hangs on the sky. A baby sleeps in the lap of its mother. The sweetness of these scenes is heightened by the fact that the creeper, the cloud, and the baby has surrendered in all purity to the source of their support. This is Sharanagati. And now this sweet bird of mine, most favorite bird, what he is singing? Jai Jai Raghuveer Samat. Jai Jai Raghuveer Samat. Jai Jai Raghuveer Samat. Jai Jai Sri Sitaram Maharaj ki Jai. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद शेखरजी. फारच अर्थपूर्ण भावपूर्ण आजचं प्रवचन झालं. आणि तुम्हाला धन्यवाद सुद्धा कसे म्हणावेत आणि ज्यांनी कोणी प्रश्न विचारला त्यांना धन्यवाद कसे करावेत हाच मोठा प्रश्न आहे. कारण अतिशय सुंदर फार अर्थपूर्ण प्रवचन होतं. आपण भजन सेवेकडे वळू आता. आज आपल्याला टॅम्पा फ्लोरिडा मधनं उत्तरा भालेराव आणि सुवर्णा हर्षय या दोघी, कोणाला तरी मायक्रोफोन चालू आहे, इको येतो, त्या दोघी आपल्याला आज भजन सेवा देतील. त्यांचा मराठी मंडळ टॅम्पामध्ये बराच सहभागही असतो. दोघी पंडित जसराज स्कूल ऑफ म्युझिक फ्लोरिडाच्या विद्यार्थिनी आहेत आणि जसराजांचे शिष्य, पंडित जसराजांचे शिष्य राधारमण किरणे यांच्याकडे त्या सध्या शिक्षण घेत आहेत. भारतात दोघींनी गंधर्व महाविद्यालयाच्या मध्यमापर्यंत परीक्षा उत्तीर्ण झाल्या आहेत त्या. आणि टॅम्पा आणि अमेरिकेत विविध कार्यक्रमात त्यांनी गायन सादर केलंय. उदाहरणार्थ आता इंडिया कल्चर सेंटरमध्ये इथे चित्रम म्हणून कार्यक्रम होता. कृष्णा जॉय ऑफ लिव्हिंग मध्ये एक झाला. शरद पोर्टेड ऑफ ऑटम एक झाला. मुरारी बापूंचा जेव्हा प्रवास झाला टॅम्पामध्ये तेव्हाही त्या भेटीत त्यांनी राम भजन गायलेलं होतं. आजचा विषय जो होता शरणागती आणि विभीषण, आपला आतापर्यंतचा रेकॉर्ड असं आहे की सगळी भजनं सुद्धा त्या अनुषंगानेच होतं आणि आजचं भजनही त्यातलंच आहे. सभी के भक्त मिलते है गुरु का भक्त मिलताना. उत्तरा आणि सुवर्णा, ओव्हर टू यू.
आवाज ऐकू येतोय ना?
हो, येतो.
सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना. सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं गुरु का सभी है कर्म के चारी, हरि का भक्त मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना। जहांगीर हो सभी जग में, जहन्नुम में सभी जाते, जहांगीर हो सभी जग में, जहन्नुम में सभी जाते, जहन्नुम में सभी जाते। रहा कर रंग है सारे, प्रभु का भक्त मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, प्रभु का भक्त मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना। हजारों नर यहाँ बरसे, दिखी है देवियाँ सारी, हजारों नर यहाँ बरसे, दिखी है देवियाँ सारी, दिखी है देवियाँ सारी। सभी रंगन में है रंगे, हरि का रंग मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना। नारायण कहता है दिल में, सभी है रोशनी जगमग, नारायण कहता है दिल में, सभी है रोशनी जगमग, सभी है रोशनी जगमग। चमकती चांदनी सारी, सूरज का होश मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना सभी के भक्त मिलते हैं, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना, गुरु का भक्त मिलता ना।
धन्यवाद उत्तरा, सुवर्णा. तुमचाही स्केड्यूल आज जरा बिझी होतं मला माहिती आहे. इथनं वेळ काढून तुम्ही आज आला, फारच धन्यवाद.
नाही, पण आम्हाला
आज
संधी दिली त्याबद्दल धन्यवाद.
अजूनही संधी देत राहू, तुम्ही फक्त करीत राहा. 5:14 झालेत आणि आज आपल्याला बृहन्महाराष्ट्राचा दुसरा एक कार्यक्रम पाठोपाठ 1 मिनिटात सुरू होतोय. सो त्यामुळे आज आपल्याला इथेच थांबायला लागेल. प्रश्नोत्तराला आपल्याला वेळ राहिलेला नाहीये. पण एक सजेस्ट करतो की व्हॉट्सॲप ग्रुपवरती तुम्ही प्रश्न विचारा. शेखरजी, तुम्हाला शक्य असलं तर तिथेही आपल्याला प्रश्नोत्तर करता येतील. अगदीच फार मोठे प्रश्न चर्चा आली तर आपण पुढे बघू. पण सगळ्यांचे धन्यवाद. शेखरजी, फार सुंदर संकल्प झाला हा 5 प्रवचनांचा, सेशन्सचा. धन्यवाद. वृषाली, बॅक टू यू.
थँक्यू शेखर दादा. असंच म्हणते आणि इथून नमस्कार करते. अगदी तुम्ही आम्हाला शरणागती न्यूरोसायन्स लेवल पासून तर आज गोष्टीच्या रूपात किती महत्वाची आहे हे समजावून सांगितलं आणि सगळ्यांना खूपच मार्गदर्शकपर हे ठरेल अशी आशा करते. आणि आपल्या सर्वांसाठी ही सूचना की पुढच्या आठवड्यापासून आपलं आनंदाचे तत्वज्ञान ही मालिका परत रुजू होईल. तर पुढच्या रविवारी सगळेजण भेटूया. तोपर्यंत जय श्रीराम.